love track. I'm a drummer. I'm currently competing for state uh, at LSU for discus. I feel like it wasn't necessarily about loneliness because I didn't have that bad of a childhood, um, but I was more or less confused about my path in life. I didn't really know what to do. I didn't know the steps to take. I knew I was doing good. I've always been, you know, the average good kid, I guess you could say. No one's perfect, but I feel like after I've found him, I feel like my life I kind of I wouldn't say I know where I'm going, but it's a lot easier to process what's going on in my life, and it's easier to deal with my emotions now. That and overall it feels better. I guess that it wasn't necessarily an active moment. I came here, and my dad actually is the one who, thank you, Dad, is the one that brought me here. Uh, and if it wasn't for him, I would have never found him. It was actually Pastor Mike uh, during prayer that I think I found Christ and got saved that day. And ever since then, it was, yeah, I know He's there. And every time I pray, I can feel Him in my heart. And I've never felt that before. Uh, I feel as though there is peace, but there also is there's a humbleness to it. I'm not focused on what everybody else thinks of me anymore. I'm necessarily focused on my relationship with Him, my family, and my closest friends. And I'm more careful about who I talk to and who I choose to be in my life. And I feel like that plays a big role in my life. Well, first off, I think He's necessary for your salvation because in order to have a relationship with Him, you need to first understand Him. And it's also not necessarily being about Him giving you benefits, but it's also about having that relationship with Him. I feel like that's the most important thing because if you don't have that relationship with Him, your life is not going to be balanced and you're not going to always get what you want. I want to thank my mom, my dad, my granny, uh, my whole family actually. Thank you all. Um, I'm sorry I was so stubborn about it at first, um, but now thank you so much for helping me find Him, and especially my dad. I thank you for bringing me to this church and introducing me to Pastor Michael. It's a character. I love that guy. I am here to publicly profess that Jesus is my Lord.
Growth in a small amount of time has been tremendous. And it has been such a joy to watch you step into learning about God, learning His Word, but learning about that personal relationship with Him. And I'm about to tell your business, but that day that we sat in the prayer room and you were crying, and you were like, I don't do this. I don't know why I'm crying. Like, I do. And we talked about that verse in Ezekiel. It's Ezekiel 36, chapter 36, verse 25. Then I will sprinkle clean water on you, and you will be clean. Your filth will be washed away, and you will no longer worship idols. And I will give you a new heart, and I will put a new spirit in you. And I will take out your stony, stubborn heart and give you a tender, responsive heart. And I will put my spirit in you so that you will follow my decrees and be careful to obey my regulations. And that's what we're watching happen. Your heart, He's softening your heart, and you're stepping into your new life, and I'm so excited for you. So it is my honor, Ethan, my brother in Christ, to baptize you in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Buried with Christ into death,
rise to walk in newness of life.